very unfortunate, just the situation with my injury, and it just seemed like all the stars were aligning for such a perfect game in Louisville, finishing my career, and we worked so freaking hard all year to get where we are, and it was just so close. So I think that's what was really hard, but I'm so extremely proud of just the way everyone fought tonight and the way Payne Peterson as a freshman took on such a hard role. I'm just so proud of just the way she went in and did what she needed to do, and we just said it wasn't our best day. It wasn't always going our way, but that second set just showed the fight that our team has in us. But I would have done anything to be out there, and that's the hardest part.
How difficult have the last couple of days been? And how much did you try, obviously, to get to be where you could be out there?
Tried everything we could, but looking for long term, my future pro career, it wasn't really worth risking it, and I wasn't going to be able to be 100% to give it my all for this team. So I'd much rather have someone who can give it their all out there than me being out there and not being able to do what I know I can do.
Anna, when did you know you weren't going to be able to go?
I can push through a lot. I've had some tough injuries, and I'll play through anything, but I knew right when it happened that I was probably done.
How hard is it to make sense of something like this? She put so much into getting back to the spirit, the one game left.
I'm just extremely grateful, like, just to be here. It's so hard to do what we just did, and we could have been knocked out 2 weeks ago. It could have been a lot different, and just to know, like, the second place is, like, almost the worst because you're so close, and all the emotions get higher and higher as you go on with the year and continue to win in the tournament, and that's why I feel this way right now, and so does the team, and I'm really proud because we couldn't have been here, and we did it, and we proved a lot of people wrong, and we showed that we're a team, and we're going to battle for each other, and that's ultimately what we did tonight.
How strange did it feel just on the bench? And I know you just kind of see just one thing to get on the court, but
yeah, it's definitely not like what I'm used to, but I did have an injury in 2022, and it kind of brought me back to that, and really being out for quite some time, just knowing that there's so much more I can give, if it's not on the court, just being a leader and being there for everyone.
What were the last 3 days like? Were you getting treatment and then you're trying to do some stuff on it? And you said you kind of knew right away, so kind of how much were you able to do the last couple days?
I guess I didn't know right away. I never sprained my ankle before, so I really didn't know if it was a bad one or that's how I would normally felt, so I was just trying to stay optimistic, but we obviously did everything we could with my training staff and icing, elevation, really everything you can do in such a short 48-hour period, 2 days between a match. But ultimately, like I said before, I wasn't going to be at my best, and I'd rather watch.
Anna, you were speaking a lot during the timeouts. Can you walk us through your energy?
Yeah, I've always just been a vocal leader in timeouts in a lot of situations, so that was the really big role I could have tonight, and I was going to do it to my best of ability.
What did you say to them?
A lot of things, just trying to talk to them through things and pump them up when they need it, and kind of bring that fire and competitive urgency, letting them know, like, when they're doubting themselves or when things aren't going our way, that we're never out of it.
And even though you weren't in the lineup tonight, you still got the loudest cheer with the crowd. What does it feel like to know that they were still behind you?
Oh, it's just unreal. I mean, I never would have imagined to even be in this position, so I'm here and I'm super grateful. And just the city was always there for us, supporting us, and that is what means the most. And that's what our senior class wanted to leave. We've come a long way, and if you would have asked us 5, 6, 7 years ago where this program would be, no one would even think we'd be where we're at. And I give credit to the people, the coaching staff. They're the ones who have pushed us and really got us where we are.
How would you summarize and characterize your career at UofL?
It's been the best 5 years of my life, genuinely. I've had the hardest times, I've had the best times, and really, it's what makes it special is the people, and there's no better team, no better team culture, no better coaching staff in the country, and I truly believe that, and that's what made my career so special.
Can you help wondering what if you've been healthy?
Yeah, that's obviously easy to think the what ifs, but everything happens for a reason, and we did what we could tonight, and I'm just super proud of the group for the way they did it.
Did you sleep last night?
Did I sleep? Yeah, I think I did a little bit. Obviously, like I knew, but my role was going to be different, so the nerves were still there, but just in a different way.
It was a Friday afternoon. Danny's thought there was still some hope. Did you?
It's just so hard with ankle injuries, so you just kind of have to keep the hope because a lot can change really quickly. So we were very trying to stay hopeful, but it just wasn't ready today.
Was it just an ankle sprain or was it ligament damage? Or
I don't really feel like that's necessary to share, but it was pretty bad, and I'll be back in hopefully a good amount of time. But
After that comeback, the second set, what were your thoughts? You felt like these others where you made that move. Did you think it was going to happen even then?
I knew they had it in them, and that's just what I was trying to get that urgency out of them, and they were battling. I mean, that second set was unbelievable, and just the thought of them and just the way they came out on top, I was just extremely proud.
When you say things happen for a reason, you're always looking for, it's hard to find the reason right there. I mean,
It really is, yeah.
But is that part of what goes through your mind? Why is this?
Yeah, everything, like I said, the stars were aligning perfectly, and I'm really just trying to stay hopeful and know that God has a plan for me, and I'm going to get through this.
How would you describe seeing this place sold out, not only tonight, but through the whole tournament, and seeing how much the city showed for this sport on a national stage?
It's crazy. I mean, we've been talking about how much the sport is growing, and just volleyball in Louisville, like so many people just get hooked on it. I've heard so many people that have never watched a game in their life, and they come to one and they're like hooked on it for the whole year. So just seeing how much is going around the program and how many people are there for us has meant the world to us, and we wouldn't be here at all without the fans coming in to support us.
You and Danny have formed such a tight bond over the years. How would you describe the job she's done to get to this point, and what do you remember the most about what you guys helped build together?
She's just been incredible, and I remember the exact conversation when she told me she had a vision for this program, and they were doing some great things at the time, but I really took a chance on her and knew and trusted her that she was going to hold true to that and get us to where I wanted to be, which ultimately was to be in a game like tonight. That's been my goal, my dream, my whole life. So just to get here and know that she's been a huge part of that, and just an incredible person, incredible coach, who we wouldn't have been here without her.
You have a pro career coming up. How much does this fuel you for that moving forward to motivate you at the next level?
Yeah, I mean, it's never easy going through this, and it's definitely, especially for the other girls that have more years here at Louisville, we just hope that fuels them, and knowing how hard it is to get here and like what they've done and knowing this feeling and how it is. And same thing, I don't have any more eligibility left, but moments like this is why I play. I play because I love environments like a national championship when it's super competitive, everyone's going after it, and that's just going to carry on in my pro career.